Hey everyone! Huge news just dropped. US President Donald Trump recently described talks between Russian President Vladimir Putin and US envoy Steve Witkoff as good and productive. Trump expressed optimism about ending the war in Ukraine. The Kremlin confirmed the meeting, saying information was exchanged and the US conveyed cautious optimism. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt also called the talks productive, mentioning that Trump was pressuring Russia. Now let's get into Putin's response. He expressed support for a ceasefire but outlined conditions, which Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky immediately criticized. Zelensky labeled Putin's conditions as manipulative and designed to sabotage diplomacy. He accused Putin of lying about battlefield realities and the state of the Russian economy. Meanwhile, Ukraine has accepted the US proposed ceasefire deal while Russia has not. Zelensky urged international pressure on Russia, particularly from the US, to help end the war. Switching gears to the situation in Kursk, Putin claimed that Ukrainian troops were isolated there. However, Ukraine's armed forces denied this, stating that troops had regrouped to better defensive positions. Trump even urged Putin to spare the lives of Ukrainian troops. Putin responded that surrendering soldiers would be treated according to international and Russian law. The international community is also getting involved. G7 foreign ministers who recently met in Quebec expressed support for the US proposed ceasefire. They stated that the onus was on Russia to respond. UK Foreign Secretary David Lammy emphasized the G7's call for an unconditional ceasefire, while US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said that the war could only end through negotiations. Just to recap the timeline, Thursday evening, Putin and Witkoff met in Moscow. On Friday, Trump posted about it on Truth Social. Zelensky criticized Putin on X, and the G7 met in Quebec. That's all for now. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more updates.